Welcome to How is the Rutherford County Real Estate Market? I'm John Turner with the Turner Victory team at Onward Real Estate. And this is where we look at the Rutherford County real estate market, especially things over the past week to see how things are going, see what sales are doing, see how trends are happening. So let's jump right into it. This week, we had 1,329 available homes, had 101 new listings, and we pinned in 120 homes. The 120 homes actually is up just slightly, very slightly from last week. But what we are seeing is a trend where even though we were below last year, again, just slightly, maybe about 10 units, this time last year, if you remember, interest rates spiked, and this was kind of the peak of the spring buying season, and we saw pendings week over week or each week start declining. Well, it looks like possibly this coming week or the next week or so, we may start seeing more pendings this year per week over last year. So that's something we're going to be keeping our eye on. Also, our inventory, our month supply dropped a little bit. We're at 3.52 month supply. That is down a little bit from last year. Still technically in a seller's market, but we are continuing to trend to a balanced market. And, that's really good for the real estate market. It's never good when there's an extreme either way. Going through the pandemic, we just had an extreme shortage of houses, and we saw what that did to house prices and affordability. Now, if you were a seller during that time period, yeah, you loved it. But from an overall health of the market, it's not great. Just like if we have way too much inventory and buyers are getting great deals, but sellers are being beat up as well. So what I like about the growth of inventory is if mortgage rates continue to slide and demand is increased, there's a chance that we will have enough inventory to absorb those prices without, or absorb those purchases without seeing extreme appreciation in homes. I just don't know how much more our buyers can take it from an affordability standpoint if we see home prices drastically increase. So that's going to be something interesting to watch. Also, we should be having the first quarter data from the federal government coming out in the next week or so, and year-end or month-end numbers from April next week as well. So those are a couple things we will look at. There's one other thing that I will remind you as I was going back and looking, because we keep talking about mortgage rates and where they are, and they are higher than what a lot of people would like, but they are where they traditionally have been. They're within a range that's always been considered a good range. I know the affordability, the price of houses and wages are a couple of other aspects of that. But we are actually about 0.5% lower on the 30-year mortgage than what we were this time last year. And a lot of people forget that because I think we anticipated them dropping even quicker. Right now, we're floating on either side of 6.5%. 6.5%, maybe up to 6.75%, but it wasn't that long ago we were above 7%. So I think most experts going into a year thought we'd be approaching around 6% right now. That hasn't happened, but we'll see. There's been a lot of volatility in the market here lately. But if we get some of that to calm down, we might see mortgage rates ease a little bit. There's good opportunities for buyers if you're looking to buy. Sellers are certainly making deals right now because what we have seen is we do not have that upward pressure on pricing like we've had in the past several years. With the increased inventory, if anything, we're staying pretty level. We're not really seeing a decrease. We're not seeing an increase. There's fluctuations depending on where you are, but overall, we're getting into a really healthy market. And hopefully we can get mortgage rates down just a little bit, and then we can stay right there. So again, I'm John Turner with the Turner Victory team of Onward Real Estate. This is how is the Rutherford County real estate market. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Also, I have charts that go along with all these things. So if you want to be on that email list, make sure to send me a message on that as well. Thank you.